are currently 3 newly commissioned U.S. Coast Guard fast response cutters assigned to Guam, each named after a Coast Guard hero. Lieutenant Hallie Merritt is a commanding officer for Myrtle Hazard, which has a crew of 24, which includes 4 officers, 2 chiefs, and several enlisted members. She says they have an all-encompassing mission.
So fundamentally for this area, we provide the search and rescue response. We also do a lot of kind of expeditionary support and services to all of the local countries that are around in this area. So if anyone's missing or we need to regulate any type of fishing, we provide that service as well.
So who is Myrtle Hazard?
She happens to be named after our first enlisted woman in the service. So as you can imagine, it's a pleasure for me to have taken command of.
Which makes it even more significant for Merritt, being a woman and serving at the helm.
To be in this position, I'm now equipped with a lot of authority and influence, and really it's a privilege to just represent, the direction that our service is going in, a lot of the work that's been put into people like me, right? I didn't just magically show up, so there's a lot of mentorship.
Lieutenant Patrick Dries is a commanding officer for the Frederick Hatch. Hatch was a surfman and lighthouse keeper who was a 2-time gold life-saving recipient, which is the highest honor a U.S. citizen can receive for a rescue at sea. He says that the area of responsibility for all 3 fast response cutters
extends all the way through Micronesia, down towards Palau and up to the northernmost islands of the CNMI.
Along with increasing the capabilities of the U.S. Coast Guard, they also focus on maritime law enforcement.
Enforcing the fisheries regulations that ensure that all of our partner nations, Guam and the CNMI, are able to continue to utilize the fish stocks in this area that are so important.
Originally from New York, Dries never imagined he would be here on Guam.
It's been an awesome experience the last 7 months to get out here and to learn about this area of the world and to learn about the culture and meet the people of Guam.
Captain Nick Simmons, the commander for the United States Coast Guard Forces Micronesia Sector Guam, says that despite the amount of responsibility that the Coast Guard puts on the shoulders of these junior officers, they are always up for the challenge.
They've got small crews, but they're motivated. I've found that many of the folks who are here wanted to be here. They wanted to come to Guam. They wanted to try something new, challenging, far, far away, and come to the Pacific and try something different. So they're super excited to be here. All those new commanding officers and executive officers, they've got great attitudes. They're very competent, and they're a tremendous blessing to the unit.
Lieutenant Freddie Hoffschneider has been the commanding officer for the Oliver Henry since June. Henry was the first African-American Coast Guardsman who enlisted back in 1940. And like the other 2 Coast Guard cutters, there is a crew of 24. For Oliver Henry, there are a few locals serving aboard.
This is my second time to be stationed in Guam, but I think this one's more meaningful, being the captain of the cutter. So I'm originally from Tinian, so we've done some operations already near Tinian or Saipan. So I think that, it's definitely a dream come true, something I never thought that I would be able to do. So it's kind of surreal, but it's awesome to be able to work in the backyard of a place where I grew up.
And if there is anything Hoffschneider would want to get out to those watching, it's to consider the U.S. Coast Guard.
When you look at the islanders from the CNMI, Guam, Micronesia who join, they stay the full 20 years because it's a great return on investment of your time, your career, your energy.
Reporting for KM News, I'm Jonah Gonchafris.